Hey everybody, and welcome to day number 19 of the Newton Mudroom project. Today was inspection day, and the inspector was here about an hour ago, and he gave us a very clean bill of health. This was for our rough framing inspection, and so this was a milestone because now we can move on to insulation. So starting tomorrow, it's going to be a very itchy day, and in anticipation of that, we started putting in our rafter vents here. And so a very important thing whenever you're doing any type of construction is to consider venting. And so we're taking the garage, which was uninsulated, and we're going to insulate it. And then when we do insulate it, we still need to have venting. And so in order for the vents to get from the soffit vents, which are over at the roof line, all the way up to our attic space, because we do have an attic space up there, we use these little pink foam ridge vents, and they just form a channel behind the insulation, and they allow the air to draw up and then to circulate up above there. So we are going to have insulation in the ceiling, and then the very last thing we're going to do is we're just going to put in a little E-vent up there so that we can get a full circulation. And then these are important things to consider whenever you're doing any type of project like this, because a house needs to live and to breathe. And so the other exciting thing that happened today was our custom back door came in. Now, if you remember, we put a dummy door in because in order to get our rough inspection done, we had to have a sealed envelope. So they had told us it was going to take about 6 weeks to come in, and it came in about 3, so thanks for the rush job. It would not have been installed today when the inspector came in, so it was good that we did end up spending the $35 on that hollow core door just so that we could get our sealed membrane and get a rough inspection in. And so that's it for day number 19. It was just a cleaning day and making sure that we walked the inspector through everything that we had done, and he was happy with it. And tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be an itchy day. We start insulation, and then once we get all our insulation in, that'll probably take the rest of the week. Then we have to have another inspection to make sure that the insulation went in and everything's sealed properly. And more importantly, they're going to be looking at all of our venting and making sure that our venting is done properly. So that's what we have to look forward to for the rest of the week. And then hopefully, once we get our insulation in, next week we can start warming the space. And once we can start warming the space, we're going to put the tile floor in. And the reason that it's important to get the insulation in first is because we have to be at about a 50 degrees, 50 to 60 is ideal when you're mixing in the mortar so that it sets properly. So check in tomorrow, which is day 20, and then you can see how far we progress with all of our insulation. See y'all then. Bye.